Today we're going to work on shoulders, twists, and hips. So for this practice, maybe grab a blanket if you have one and 2 blocks. Take a seat, find a comfortable seat. You can sit with your legs wrapped underneath you, or you find a comfortable cross-legged seat. And just take a few moments as you allow for yourself to physically settle, making sure that your seat is comfortable. Take a few moments to play with the tilt of your pelvis and feeling from the basin of your hips the natural curvature of your spine. Feeling the skull aligning over the shoulders, over the hips. Palms can rest on your thighs face down or face up. Maybe take a mudra to energetically seal, whatever feels natural to you. And as you, breath by breath, begin to settle, notice if there's any discomfort in the body, just adjust, find a more comfortable seat. As we're here for just a few moments. And then call upon your breath on your next inhalation together, fill up. Hold at the top. Open mouth, ha, breath, release. Inhale, fill up. Hold at the top. Open mouth, ha, breath, release. One more time, inhale, fill up. Hold at the top. Linger a little bit longer. When you're ready, open mouth, ha, breath, release. Lightly seal your lips, release any tension in your jaw. Any tension you're holding behind the curtains of your eyelids. And as all the muscles of your face begin to relax, begin to tune in to your breath as you ignite your Ujjayi pranayama. As you breathe in through the nose, creating slight restriction in your throat, allowing for the sensation of texture and sound and warmth. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose, nice and slow. Begin to connect to the sensations of this breath, and as you inhale slowly through the nose, finding a slight pause at the top. As you exhale slowly through the nose, finding a slight pause at the bottom. And allow for those pauses between your breaths for you to meet yourself in all energetic layers of who you are embodying at this moment. So just recognizing your mind space, your body space, your spirit space, how you're feeling. Continue to create a slow, deep, rhythmic breath. And as you slowly, breath by breath, begin to flip your gaze inward, asking yourself at this moment, what is it that you need? How are you feeling? What brought you to the mat at this moment? And then maybe invite in, if it aligns with you, an intention for your practice. It could be a mantra, a prayer, an offering. And then slowly begin to take some light in as you open your eyes, continuing to stay with your rhythmic pattern to your breath. You're going to inhale, sweep your palms out to the side, sweep your arms out to the side, align your palms with your shoulders, and just begin to feel the way in which your arms align, feeling the backs of your palms pressed in alignment with your heart, Take one more breath, awakening the muscles of your shoulder girdle, pulling your navel in toward your spine, really aligning tall through the crown of your head. Deep Ujjayi breaths. One more inhale, reaching through all 10 fingertips. Exhale, breath. Draw your right arm across the center of your body. Let your left forearm hook your right. A little bit of an outer shoulder stretch. Go ahead and move around until you feel a healthy sensation. Keeping both of the shoulder points facing forward. Take another inhale breath, tall through the crown. Exhale, right ear toward your right shoulder. You can soften your gaze or close your eyes, breathing into what you feel. Move the head around if you're searching for a deeper or different sensation. Take one more breath here, just allowing for the body to connect. And then slowly inhale, tilt your head back to center, reach your arms forward, keep your right wrist crossed over your left, and flip your palms toward one another. As you interlace all 10 fingers, begin to pull your knuckles from side to side, giving yourself a nice, healthy wrist release. And stay a little longer where it feels tighter. Nice, big, expansive inhale. Open up. Press the palms back in alignment with the heart. Pull the navel in. Sit tall. Inhale. Exhale, breath. Wrap the left arm across the center of your frame. Hook your right forearm to your left. Pull back. So that's an active pull. Relax the left ear toward the left shoulder. Breathe. And get curious, move around a little bit. Could be really close to a deeper, different sensation. One more breath here. Inhale, tilt your head back to center. Keep your left wrist crossed over your right. Flip your palms toward one another. Same wrist release, side to side. Nice. Release, rise up to your knees. Again, using a blanket or maybe double fold the mat. Tuck the toes, sit back onto them, fire toe tuck. And just noticing how you're holding your pelvis. Feel the front of the hips lift, navel wraps in. Sit tall through the sternum and give your toes a nice little stretch. So as the toes are tucked underneath you, stretching the fascia of your feet. Maybe some blood flow into the toes. And then we'll inhale, rise up. Palms press. Exhale, eagle wrap. Wrap your right elbow underneath your left. So maybe palms clasp the shoulders, half intertwine or fully intertwine your right forefingers to your left thumb base. As you rinse your forearms a few times, feeling that connection, lift and lower the elbows, allowing for yourself to just take notice of where your body's tight, where you're being pulled. And then inhale, lift the forearms forward and up. Keep the tailbone heavy. Maybe lift the gaze or relax your nose in toward your biceps. Keep reaching and lifting your fingertips. Elbows are tightly squeezing. One more breath, lift, 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 lift. Exhale, draw your elbows in toward your navel. Inhale, stay low, send your fingertips forward as if you were placing your forearms down. Head can look forward or relax, breathe behind your shoulder blades. Hug the navel in here. One more breath. And then slowly exhale, hug your elbows in. Inhale, rise up. Send your forearms forward and up. Exhale, pull your elbows in. And then send your forearms out. One more time, pull the elbows in. Rise up, lift the forearms, arc back a little bit. Exhale, fold forward. Really breathing behind your blades, caving the chest out. Fingertips can reach forward. Pull the elbows in. Rise up, release your arms. Sweep your fingertips up. You're going to come over to the right, plant the right palm as you step the left foot into gate pose. Grab a block if you need a little lift. Left palm to your tailbone, lightly press it forward. Stacking your palm in the vicinity of your shoulder, feeling a long line of energy in your right side waist. Send your left hip to the back space of your mat. Seal the outer edge of your foot. Left arch is lifted, left inner thighs are active. Stack your left palm in alignment with your left shoulder. Maybe reach your fingertips up and over. Deep Ujjayi breaths. Gaze can be toward the earth if that feels more comfortable, keeping your skull in alignment with your spine, or gaze directly forward or up toward your extended arm. Nice, one more breath, reach, inhale, breath. Exhale, come forward, plant your palms in alignment with your shoulders. Slide yourself forward, wrap your triceps back, cow pose variation. Want to make sure that your left heel is in alignment with your left hip. Exhale, pull your pelvis all the way back toward your right heel. Sit bones are evenly reaching back. Maybe lift to your fingertips, bow all the way forward. Keep pulling your hips back active, your left inner thigh is lifted. Inhale, rise back to center. Plant into your left palm. Sweep your right fingertips high. Feel the degree of your twist comfortable in your spine. Exhale, thread your right arm through toward your left toes as you lay the back of your right shoulder down. Allow for yourself to soften onto the right temple. Left fingertips can walk forward, pressing to the edge of the left foot. Left palm can come to the inside of the right arm, or go for a bind, reaching your left fingertips skyward, flipping the back of the palm to the outer right hip. Focusing on the connection of your left shoulder blade to your back ribs. Breathing into the twist happening in your spine. Inhale, slowly extend your left arm or walk your left palm in. Inhale, unthread your right arm. Exhale, plant it back down. Send your left leg back and send it all the way over to the right. So just take a little crisscross. Keep your shoulders and hips center. Then begin to walk yourself over to the left. Untuck your right toes, maybe come down to your forearms for an outer right hip stretch and kind of wiggle around. Palms can press as a center point. Pressing back through the left heel. Just one more breath here, just feeling an awakening of sensation in the outer hips. Inhale, rise to your palms, come back to center and step your left knee in. Plant into the left palm, inhale, sweep your right fingertips high. Stay here and just notice where the pelvis likes to sway. Direct both of the sit bones back. Take an inhale, press the right palm back. Exhale, threading pulses, thread it through. Exhale, strong, reach and keep the arm floated. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, float the arm. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, keep the arm floating. One more, inhale, reach up. Exhale, keep the arm floating. Inhale, reach up, wrap your right arm, focusing on the shoulder. Back of the palm to the outer left hip. Pull the right shoulder blade back. Stay long through your spine. Really actively press into the hand lock of your left palm. And then notice if there's any tension in your neck release. Maybe using the pull of the right shoulder blade on your back against your right ear to stretch your right traps. And slowly release your right arm and come back to center. Sit back on your toes. Again, feel the awakening of your feet. And then inhale, rise up. Exhale, second side, wrap the left elbow underneath the right. Maybe grab your shoulders, backs of your forearms can press, or wrap your 4 left fingertips to your right thumb base. Rinse your forearms. Lift and lower, allowing for some space for your body to connect. And then allow for yourself to find more space behind the blades. Keep lifting the forearms forward and up. So you should feel that pull. Head can relax in. One more breath. Lift up. Exhale, slowly contract forward. Pull the elbows in, round through the spine. And inhale, send the fingertips forward as if you were placing your forearms down. So there's a lot happening behind the blades. Pull the chest back, relax the head. And then exhale, pull the elbows in, rise all the way back up. Doing that 2 more times. Inhale, lift the forearms. Exhale, hug the elbows in. Send the forearms out, stretching behind the blades. Send the elbows back in. Send the forearms up. Exhale, breath. Hug the elbows in. Send the forearms forward. So whatever movement is feeling good, we're just generating some opening and heat behind the blades. Release the arms, sweep your fingertips up, reaching to the left this time. Left palm turns out, right foot steps out. Align your foot with your hip. Align your palm in the vicinity of your shoulder. Feel a long line of energy in your left side waist. Stack your right palm up. Transfer some weight to the outer edge of your right foot. Notice that your pubic bone is coming forward. Nice. Feel the aliveness of your chest. Press the back of your right palm in alignment with your shoulder. Gaze either 3 directions. Maybe begin to reach and find more length from the outer right edge of your foot all the way through the right side body. One more breath. Exhale, come forward, plant your palms underneath your shoulders. As you come into spinal extension, feel your hips are level, relax your belly, send your heart forward, gaze forward, maybe open your throat just a little bit. Exhale, keep your left toes tucked, pull your pelvis back, rise to your fingertips, keep pressing your sit bones back, guiding your sit bones back level. Breathe. Outer edge of your right foot stays grounded, inner ankle is active. One more breath here. Inhale, rise up. Plant into your right palm, sweep your left fingertips high. Inhale, breath. Exhale, thread it through. Come into the back of the left shoulder. Feel a little pull back. Maybe slide the right foot in a little bit. Right palm is here to support. It can walk forward. It can walk in and stack. Or slowly inhale, reach your right palm up if you're reaching for a bind. Noticing that your right hip crease is pulling back. Outer edge of your right foot is sealed, inner ankle lifted. If you're in a bind, use the back of the right palm to create traction to open the right shoulder. Breathe with the twist that's happening in your spine. Inhale, slowly unfold, unbind your right palm. Right palm plants, exhale, breath. Inhale, unthread your left arm. Exhale, plant it back to center. Send your right heel all the way back. Inhale, all the way over to the left. Walk your upper body over to the right. Untuck your left toes to slide back through the ball mound of your right foot. Walk down to your forearms. Wiggle out your hips. Shift forward and back, whatever feels good. Just here for a moment, releasing any outer hip tension. And then inhale to rise, walk back to center. Draw your knees underneath your hips, back to neutral spine. Plant into your right palm. Inhale, sweep your right fingertips high, direct both of the sit bones back. Exhale, thread it through, float the arm. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, thread it through. Inhale, rise. Exhale, thread. Inhale, rise one more time. Exhale, thread. Inhale, reach to bind. So you're gonna flip to the back of the palm. Find the outer left hip or palm can come to the sacrum. Peel the right shoulder blade back, and then play with releasing the weight of your head. Right, in all of these poses, there's these little spaces that you can find where you can unlock tension, not even aware that tension was there. That's the magic. Inhale, release your left palm, come back to center, find your way to downward facing dog. So from neutral spine, engage your hand lock, spreading through all 10 fingers, all 5 knuckles grounded, especially the index. Grip into your fingertips and wrap your triceps back. Tuck your toes, float your shin bones up. Maybe shift forward and back a few times, really wrapping the triceps back. And on your exhale, elevating if you're not there already into downward facing dog. Take a gaze forward, just check out your hands. Notice if your hands are supporting the frame of your shoulders. Really, really spread through all 10 fingers. Knuckles rooting down, fingertips gripping up. Feel a light lift in your forearms as you wrap your triceps back. Notice if you're sinking through your armpits or your rib cage. Lightly lift, pull your navel in, send your inner thighs back and relax your heels. Any tension that you may be holding in the back of your neck, release. Any movement that feels good here. Slowly feeling your body adapt to the shape. You can always bend the knees, right? So we're always wanting to find strength and structure, and within that strength and structure, finding a little bit of ease. We're not straining. Big bend in the knees, gaze forward at the bottom of your next exhale. Slowly travel to the top space of your mat. Take your time. Open your feet a hip width distance, about 2 of your own physical fist. And then just like your hands, engage your foot lock. Big toe bed, little toe bed, half moon of your heel. Arches are lifted. So a nice little check I love to do is taking all 4 fingers to your arches. Pull the arches up, press the feet down. Nice little foot activation. Good. Relax your spine. 3 times inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Press your palms to your shins. First time, maybe shift forward and back. Notice if there's rounding in your spine. Encourage your shoulder blades to roll onto your back ribs. Microbend your knees. You can use your palms to press and kind of send the crown of your head a little further forward. Exhale, hinge from your hip creases, fold forward. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, halfway lift, palms press. Shoulder blades on your back. Exhale, fold forward. One more time. Inhale, halfway lift, palms press. Exhale, hinge forward, release. Let's come up supported. Walk your palms to your hips. Inhale, sit back into a chair. Feel your heels and your hips supporting you, and then slowly rise up. Use your quads, use your glutes. Inhale, reach your fingertips all the way up. Exhale, pull your palms home to your heart center. Just feeling that shift, flip in perspective, letting your energy adjust. Maybe shift forward, back, side to side, noticing where your body naturally pulls you. And then again, engaging your foot lock, your Pada Bandha. Feeling your big toe bed, your little toe bed, the half moon shape of your heel. Lift your arches, maybe lift your toes to shift yourself to the back third of your foot. All 10 toes can settle back into the earth like little roots. Feel the deep core line of your energy spiraling through the inner thighs. Let your tailbone tilt heavy toward the earth. Pull the navel in. Lift the space of your heart. Open your palms. Find equal energy, equal standing. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Shift your weight into your left leg. Lift your right knee, hip height. Sweep your fingertips skyward. Stay here. Feel the levelness in your hips. So really important, the foundation of the left foot is strongly pressing into the mat. Softly gaze forward. Biceps in the vicinity of your ears. Kick your heel a little further forward to activate a little more muscular action. One more breath, inhale, one-legged mountain. Exhale, tap your right toe to the outside of your left foot. So we're gonna cross into a little half eagle leg. Inhale, rise up, one-legged mountain. Exhale, squeeze the thighs and tap. One more time, inhale, one-legged mountain. Exhale, squeeze the thighs and tap. Inhale, rise up, one-legged mountain. Exhale, low lunge, step back. Big bend in the left knee. Fingertips can come to the mat, or you can grab your blocks, place them underneath your palms. Shift forward and back, mobilizing the ankles. Settle center, stack your right knee over your left knee over your left ankle. Pull your left hip crease back. Get light in your fingertips. Extend through the crown, inhale. Exhale, slowly plant your palms and step your left leg back. High plank pose. Again, shift forward and back. Stack your heels over the ball mounds of your feet, shoulders over your palms. Press your chest away. Wrap your triceps back. Get really strong through the whole frame. From your heels to the crown of your head, feel energy aligned, reaching through the crown. Inhale, shift your weight to the tips of your toes. Lower your knees, break it down, knees, chest, chin, Ashtanga Namaskara. Inhale, slide the legs back, slide the heart forward, cobra pose. Roll the shoulder blades back. Press all 10 toes into the mat. Palms can support or float. Send your heart forward. One more breath in cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. So you can rise up to table pose, realign your spine, press your hips up and back, down dog. Take a few breaths here. Maintain your feet a hip width distance or step your big toes to touch. Inhale, send your right heel high. Wrap your right big toe down toward the mat and then feel a long line of energy from the right wrist to the right shoulder, to the hip, to the heel. Pull the left hip crease back. One more breath, lift your right heel. Exhale, pull it through, tiger's pose, back to low lunge. Step your foot between your palms, lower your left knee. Inhale, low crescent, sweep your palms skyward. Exhale, wrap your left elbow underneath your right. Inhale, breath, lift your forearms skyward, eagle arms. And just take notice, tailbone heavy toward the mat. Pull the navel in. Feel your inner right thigh actively squeezing toward the midline. Lift your forearms. Head can always fall in toward your biceps. Inhale, one more breath. Lift. Exhale, begin to pull your forearms forward as if you were going to hook them to your front shin bone. Slide your back knee in, tuck your back toes, stay here or float the pelvis up. Send the forearms forward. So again, that pulling movement. As we pull forward, we can relax the gaze in or reach the gaze forward. Pull the right hip crease back. One more breath, back left quads really actively engaged. Slowly release your palms, bend into your back left knee, walk forward, half standing split. Shift forward and back until you find your center line, plumb line from your right hip to your right heel. Grab some blocks to elevate. Feel the wrapping of your left big toe. One more breath, inhale. Exhale, chair pose. Step your left foot to center. Keep your feet a hip width. Bend both knees simultaneously. Sit back into your heels. Get light into your fingertips. Maybe even take a few little pulses, shifting the shin bones back, feeling the hamstrings lengthen and the quads turn on. Slowly rise up, chair pose. Look to see what your body's doing. Keep the center of your kneecap in the center of your ankle. Shift your knees behind your toes. Palms can always come shoulder height. Wrap your blades on your back. You can always cactus. Hands can always come to heart. Breathe with your posture. One more breath, really pull the navel in. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to your heart center, coming home. Nice, shift your weight to your right foot, one-legged mountain on the left. Lift your left knee hip height. Reach your fingertips skyward. Level your hips. Flex your heel just a little bit in front of your knee. See how that feels, making you a little more active compared to just hanging out. One more breath, lift through the fingertips. Exhale, tap your left toes to the outside of your right foot. Inhale, come back to center. One-legged mountain. Exhale, tap, half eagle. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Squeeze your thighs. Exhale, tap. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Exhale, low lunge, step back. Big bend in the right knee to support. Fingertips come to catch the mat. Shift forward and back a little bit. Feeling and noticing your right knee over the right ankle or slightly behind. Rising high on the ball onto the back foot. Plant the palms, step it back, high plank. Find stillness or shift forward and back a few times. Noticing if the body is sinking, keeping the pelvis in alignment with the shoulders. Keep the shoulders in protraction. Wrap the shoulder blades back. So imagine there's a hand lifting your chest up toward the sky. Hand lock really strong, quadriceps really strong. Inhale will shift you forward, break it down, knees, chest, chin, hug the triceps in. Can always half plank press. Slide the legs back, press all 10 toes into the mat. Inhale, cobra pose, roll the blades onto the back. Actively press all 10 toe taps into the mat. Palms can support or float. So if this blanket is in the way, you can just move it. One more breath. Exhale, down dog. Tuck the toes, transition through table. If that helps for you to feel and find your alignment. Downward facing dog. Again, reactivating, finding your lines of energy from the center of your palm to your wrist, to your elbows, to your shoulders, through your spine, to your hips, down through your legs, to your heels, finding connection. Step your big toes to touch or maintain your hip width frame. Inhale, send your left heel high. Stay there. So you can play with the internal, external rotation of the left femur bone. Feel the left big toe rotate toward the space of the mat. Pull the right hip crease back. It's nice to kind of play, feel what your body's doing. Nice, step it through, low lunge, make space. Allow for your right knee to lower to the mat. Inhale, rise, low crescent. Exhale, wrap your right arm underneath your left. Inhale, send your forearms forward and skyward. Maintaining space in your low spine. A little at a time. Feeling your left inner thigh actively squeezing in. One more breath. Lift the forearms up. Head can always relax. And slowly lengthen as you come forward. Imagine as if you were hooking your elbows toward your shin bone. Slide the right knee in. Tuck the right toes. Inhale, option to float the pelvis. Send the forearms forward to stretch behind the blades. Head can follow the fingertips or relax forward. Really hug the left hip crease back. Nice. Release your palms, bend your back knee, half standing splits. Float your right heel hip height. Rock forward and back on your left foot. Feel what's happening in the pelvis. Long lines of energy in your side waist. Chair pose, step your right foot back to center. Let's take it hip width, sit heavy into your heels and hips, light into your fingertips to set your frame. Inhale, rise up chair. So you can stop halfway or fingertips can reach up, noticing if that's creating tension in the neck. Want to release any tension that we can. So just lower the palms or open into a cactus or hands at the heart center. Feel the energy sitting back into the heels and hips. The knees are feeling vulnerable. Shift the shin bones back or rise up a little bit. Inhale, pull yourself up. Inhale. Exhale, hands home to your heart center. Take a moment. Bring to mind something that you're grateful for. Nice. Inhale, one-legged mountain on the right. Shift to the left foot. Once again, inhale, lift your right knee, hip height. Exhale, half eagle, squeeze your thighs, palms to your heart. Inhale, breath, one-legged mountain. Exhale, figure four. Externally rotate the right hip. Sit back nice and slow. As you sit back, you're hooking your right heel to the left femur bone. Fingertips can come to support. Elbows can walk down, palms can press. Noticing that the left knee, left ankle are in a nice straight line. Shift the left shin bone back, sit back into the hips. Inhale, slowly rise back up, one-legged mountain. Transition into low lunge, stepping back, fingertips to catch. Plant your palms, step your left leg back, high plank. Inhale will shift you forward. Exhale, we're gonna draw the knees onto the mat. Shift the shoulders over the fingertips. Inhale to shift forward. Exhale, bend your elbows toward you. As you hinge from your elbows, elbow stack over the wrist, shoulders hover elbow height. Inhale, press back up. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, press back up. 3 more, spine is straight. Exhale to lower, inhale to lift. Exhale to lower, inhale to lift. Exhale to lower, stay there. Tuck the toes, lift the knees, forelimb staff. Untuck the toes, press to the tops of the feet. Lift the heart, upward facing dog. Squeeze the shoulder blades back, wrap the triceps back. Lift the hips a little bit. Really use the tops of your feet. Spiral your inner thighs up toward the sky. Exhale, pull the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Step the big toes to touch. Inhale, send your right heel skyward. Exhale, step it through low lunge. Inhale, high crescent. Microbend your back left knee, stack right knee, right ankle. Inhale, rise up. Take your time. Palms can always come to your hips. Again, feeling your frame, really strong in your foundation. Noticing where your front right knee is facing, center of your kneecap and the center of your ankle. Pull your right hip back. Right, fingertips can eventually come all the way up. Soften your low ribs in. One more breath, reach up, inhale. Exhale, open face twist to the right. As you open up your frame, feel your lower structure stay exactly as is. Feel the twist generating from your navel to your sternum and press your palms back. Maybe bending the arms will give you a little bit more space. One more breath, press back. Inhale, rise back up, high crescent. Exhale, bind your arms behind you, sweep them back. Draw your knuckles toward your back heel, open your heart, inhale. Exhale, bow humbly forward, stay square. So use the palm onto the left foot to create leverage as you fold forward. Squeeze your blades, lift your shoulders away from the back of your neck. Stay high on the tips of your left toes or ball mound. And then beautiful, slowly release to the inside of your right leg, sealing the outer edge of your left foot, warrior two stance, stay low. Heel to heel or heel to arch, anywhere in between. Walk your fingertips to the top left corner of your mat and pull your hips back. You can lift and lower your right leg. And slowly take your fingertips over toward your left foot. Keep both toes turned out. Skandasana variation. Take your left palm to the inside of your left thigh. Stay on the ball mound of your foot or relax your heel to the mat. Press your shoulders back. Reach your right fingertips up and over, finding a really deep side body stretch. Engage your right quad. Flex your right toes straight up. One more breath. Reach, 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 reach. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly come back forward. Find low lunge at the top space of your mat. Reframe your right leg. Step your left leg up for pyramid pose. 3 to 4 footprints, feet apart. Feel your right hip drive back and your left hip drive forward. Grab your blocks if you need a little support. Inhale, lengthen, halfway lift. Shift your weight back into your heels. Feel a long spine through the crown of your head. Exhale, hinge from your hip creases, forward fold. Right knee can always microbend. Fingertips can walk forward. Fingertips can walk back. Nice. Inhale, slowly walk back to center. Plant into your left palm. Take your right thumb into your right hip crease and pull it back. Noticing how that feels. Inhale, revolve triangle pose. Roll the back of the right shoulder onto the back. Maybe take the right palm to the outside of the right foot. Sweep your right fingertips all the way open. Notice how that feels. You can always stay here. And then we'll do that a few times. So you're going to thread the right arm underneath the left armpit, just like we did at the beginning of class. Inhale, spiral open. Keep drawing the right hip back. Exhale, slowly thread it through. Inhale, press it back. One more time. Inhale, open. Maybe half bind if that feels good. Again, so your head does not have to rotate from the cervical spine all the way up toward the sky. That mobility might not be there. Why create tension? Look forward or look toward your right big toe. Slowly inhale, unwind the right arm, release, relax your head for a moment. Nice. Inhale, lunge into your right knee, step the left leg all the way back. Plant your palms, step your right leg all the way back, three-legged dog. Shake it out, gently release. From three-legged dog on the right, take one more inhale, set your frame. Exhale, step it through, low lunge. Walk your palms forward, half standing split. Opportunity, palms can plant if you want to float up into a little L shape. Kick headstand, kick handstand, or all the way up. Taking a couple pulses. And then slowly stepping back to center. Feet to hip width distance or big toes touch. Inhale, chair pose, rise up. Exhale, eagle on the right, right elbow wraps underneath the left. Inhale, reach your right knee high, wrap and squeeze your thighs. Kickstand the right toe to find balanced pelvis, or wrap the top of the foot to the back of your calf. Feel your energy lines pulling toward the midline of your body. Nice. Inhale, rise up one-legged. Exhale, back home to your heart center. Feet to hip width. Inhale, second side. Mountain pose, one-legged mountain pose on the left. Lift the left knee hip height. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze your thighs to tap once, half eagle. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Exhale, figure four. Cross your left ankle over your right femur bone. Notice your alignment. Knee is in the center of your ankle. Can walk down to the elbows. Palms can press. Want to feel the sit bones reaching back. Pull your navel in. Wobbly here. Feel the inner thighs squeezing toward the midline. Inhale, rise back up one-legged. Exhale, transition, low lunge, step it back. Step the right foot back, high plank. Lower your knees to the mat. Shift your shoulders over your fingertips, iron out your spine. Exhale, little presses. Inhale will draw you back up. Exhale, little press. Feel the resistance on the way down. Exhale, hug the triceps in, and then try to find a lightness on the way up. Again, exhale, inhale. Let's do one more. Exhale, inhale. This time, pause, exhale. Notice where your wrists and elbows are stacked. Hinge from the elbow joint, tuck the toes, lift the hips, send the sternum forward, forelimb staff. Untuck the toes, lift the hips, upward facing dog. Squeeze your shoulder blades back. Breathe. Downward facing dog. Big exhale, press it up and back. Take care of yourself, take care of your wrist. Anytime, child's pose. Keep your feet a hip width or big toes touch. So I always work from a tripod frame because it feels more centered. Inhale, sweep your left heel high. Exhale, step it through for high crescent. Micro bend your back knee. Inhale, rise up. Palms can come immediately to your pips or reach your fingertips up. Check in with the back knee. Maybe eventually lifting, elevating your right hamstrings, pulling your right femur bone back. Lifting the heart space, softening the ribs in a little bit. One more breath, inhale, reach up. Exhale, open face twist to the left. Allow for your spine to slowly adapt. Notice if the right hip point is pulling forward. Pull it back a little bit. Breathe really fully into the upper chest, creating more space and capacity for twist. Inhale, high crescent. Exhale, bound high crescent and sweep the fingertips back. Interlace the hands, switch your grip. Pull your knuckles back, squeeze your blades, lift your chest. Exhale, humbly bow forward, take your time. One more breath, lift the knuckle tips. Exhale, release, seal the outer edge of your right foot. Walk your fingertips to the top right corner of your mat. Move around, allow for yourself. Feel as if someone's pulling you backward by your hips. Walk your fingertips forward. Relax the weight of your head. Maybe lift and lower through the front lunge. And then inhale, travel into Skandasana variation. Both toes turn out. So let your feet dance a little bit to find your frame. Roll onto the ball mound of your right foot or play with settling the heel to the mat. Notice how that feels. Wrap your right arm to the inside of your right leg to create a lock. Left heel is in alignment or in front of your left hip. Sweep your left fingertips all the way up and over. Breathe. One more breath, reach, reach, reach. Exhale, slowly return to the top of your mat, low lunge. Step it up, pyramid pose as the right foot steps up. Feel, find 3 to 4 footprints between your feet a hip width. Nice, inhale, lengthen, halfway lift. Drag your left hip back, drive your right hip forward. Hinge from your hip creases, forward fold. Inhale, rise, halfway lift, plant your right palm or grab a block. You can always use your fingertips or your fist as well. Take your left thumb into your left hip crease and drag it back. Maybe palm to your sacrum. If you are threading with me, left palm to the outside of the left edge of your foot. Left knee can micro bend. Inhale, twist open to the left. Exhale, thread it underneath the right armpit. Inhale, twist open to the left. Exhale, thread it through. Inhale, twist open. Maybe each time finding a little bit more space. One more time, open. So you want to keep healthy relationship with the pelvis and spine. Keep pressing the palm back. And slowly release to the mat. Slide your right ball mound back. Plant your palms in low lunge. Step your left leg all the way back, three-legged. Shake it out, release. Step it back through low lunge, half standing split, walk forward. Half standing split, opportunity to plant your palms. You can hop back a little bit. Playing with handstand, little L-shaped kick-ups if that feels good. Fits in your practice, and you easily float up, and then step it back to center. Big toes touch, slight sliver between your heel. Inhale, rise up, chair pose. Exhale, wrap your left elbow underneath your right. Shift your weight to your right foot. Lift your left knee, wrap and squeeze your thighs, eagle pose. Squeeze your thighs, lift your pelvic floor. Find a comfortable angle with your elbows. Shift your weight back into your heel. Maybe fully wrap the foot, hugging everything to the midline. Nice. Inhale, release. Exhale, back to your heart center. Nice. Last little challenge. Inhale, shift your weight to your left foot, one-legged mountain pose. Exhale, figure four. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh. So we're going to work into the shoulders, into the spine for a twist. So you're going to take your palms like a little shark fin, dive it to the outer edge of your right foot. Notice that you're holding your hips level. Back of the right palm presses into the arch of your foot. Slowly begin to twist the left palm open, breathe. If you're able to, you can come lower using the forearm or the elbow, twisting open through that space. If it's in your practice, this would be a transition into dragonfly pose. We're going to slowly release and inhale, rise up. Exhale, stamp it back down. Nice. Inhale, second side, shift your weight to your right foot, one-legged mountain. Exhale, cross your left ankle over your right femur bone. Sit back. Take your time. Nice. Take your palms, dive them to the sole of your left foot. From this space, feeling the back of the left palm press, keeping the low back nice and level, twisting from the center of your spine. Maybe palms come to press as you hook the elbow. I'm just taking a little lower variation. This would be an entryway into dragonfly. Slowly coming back to center. Whew. Hands to your heart center. Shake it out. Nice. Inhale, reach your fingertips up. Exhale, hinge through your heart center. Forward fold. Inhale, lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, roll to the ball mounds of your feet. Feel your whole spine stretch as you slowly lower your sit bones toward your heels. Breathe. Letting your knees hinge forward from your hips, toe stand. And then feeling what is keeping you stable, keeping the ankles strong, lifting your pelvis away from your heels, palms press. Inhale, center. Exhale, slowly begin to twist over to the right as you plant your palms into side crow. Plant your palms, wrap your elbows in. Walk your toes to your outer left wrist. Hook the outer edge of your left thigh or knee to your left tricep. Wrap your elbows in. Stack your elbows and wrists. Engage your hand lock. Lift your pelvis up and back. Lightly tap your toes one at a time. Testing the waters. Really pull the inner lining of the arms toward one another. Lift the chest. Breathe. Beautiful. Attempting flight a few times. And then you'll slowly come back to center. Aligning back in toe stand. You can always work from fire toe tuck into a little supported twist. If you're coming to the other side from toe stand, finding a long line of energy, twisting your upper torso over to the left, plant the palms. Hook your outer left leg to your outer left tricep. Take a little walk to the outer left wrist. Wrap the elbows in. Center your torso with your elbow frame. Maybe begin to tap one at a time or float. Squeeze the elbows together. Breathe. Slowly come back to center. Nice. Walk the fingertips back. Come mid-mat. Extend your legs straight out. Whew. Nice. Walk your feet in. Grab onto your hamstrings. Take a big inhale breath. Exhale, slowly come down. Pull your knees in toward your chest. Rock a little bit from side to side. Create some space and walk your hips forward. And just release any tension in the hips. Cap the tops of your knees. Let your knees fall apart. Relax any tension you're holding in your ankles. Circle. Swim in the opposite direction. Nice. Stamp your feet a hip width. Extend your right leg straight up. Roll out your right ankle. Cross your right ankle over your left femur bone. Take your palms to press your thighs away. Create a little traction. Supine pigeon variation. Arms can thread through, interlace around the left hamstring. As your left knee comes toward your left shoulder, press the right knee actively away. Try to feel the back of both of your hips on the ground of your pelvis. Maybe extend the left leg up, unthread to wrap your palms around your left calf. Your right toes can even hook around your left arm for fun. Settling the back of your hips toward the earth, letting the hips relax. Slowly unfold. Grab a hold of the outer edge of your right foot. Keep your left foot planted. Left palm can stay on your left thigh. Pull away. Half happy baby. Maybe full half straddle. Playing between the two. Again, encouraging the back of your hips to stay grounded. Nice. Like you're politely sitting, wrap your right thigh over your left and open up your palms. Rise up to the tips of your left toes. Inhale, scooch the left hip underneath you. Eagle twist so you can fully intertwine or half let your legs fall to the left. Let that happen gradually and slowly, as if not to force, mindful of the low back. So you can always unfold. Chin can stay in the center of your throat or gaze toward your right palm. Lay down the back of the right shoulder, back of the right palm to counterbalance the twist. Close your eyes, soften inward, and breathe into the spine. Notice on this last conscious breath, if you can inhale through your nose and exhale, set down the heaviness of your bones. Open mouth, release. Slowly find the ball mound of your left foot. Transition back to center. Nice. Unfold your legs. Maybe take a full happy baby. Feel your knees drive down. Slide the back of your head out a little bit. Any movement that feels good. And we'll switch sides. Plant the feet hip width. Extend the left leg straight up. Roll out your left ankle. Cross your left ankle over your right femur bone. Use your palms to press away. Supine pigeon variation. Lace your fingertips around your right hamstrings. Pull your right knee toward your right shoulder. Press your left knee away. So if your elbow hooks, fits, kind of use your left elbow to press your left knee away. Want to look to see what's happening with the left ankle. You can always slide it over a little bit. It's nice to approach your practice as if all poses are adaptable. Can accommodate where you are in the moment in your body. If you're a little tight in your hips, if you're nursing an injury, be mindful. With the back staying grounded, maybe extend the right leg, weave your arms to your calf. And if your pelvis does lift up a little bit, just relax the low back. Slowly release. To release the left leg, take it into a little half happy baby. You can keep the right foot grounded, right palm pressing away. If you like extending the leg, go for it. You can work into a half straddle on the left, hooking the heel, externally rotating the femur bone, the hip. And then slowly transitioning, cross the left thigh over the right. Maybe you're coming into a full eagle leg. Maybe you want to give your outer hips a little break. Rise up to the tip of your right toes. Open your arms into a T. Pivot. As you lay the right hip down, fold your legs to the right. Let your body adjust. Feel the backs of both of your shoulders fully painted onto the mat. Allow for your ankles to relax, the weight of your legs to fall. Chin can stay in the center of your throat or gaze to the left. Feel the back of the left shoulder, back of the left palm, set it down. Take one last connected breath. Open mouth, exhale. Feel the heaviness of your bones. Set them down. Slowly come back to center. Use the ball mound of your right foot. Take any last movements. Maybe again, opening the knees, letting the outer hips relax. And we'll eventually draw the soles of the feet together, knees wide. So if you have your blocks, grab them, wedge them to the outer knees. So depending on what sensation you're going for, you can take your single folded blanket into a double fold so that you have a nice little pillow, or if you have a pillow, even better. And then a few little adjustments. So if you're used to wedging your heels really close to your pubic bone, maybe slide them away a little bit. Give your body a little more space to breathe into. Wedge the blocks any angle. Play with angles. It's nice to feel different sensations instead of always going to your habitual patterning of sensation. Lift and lower your hips. And then wiggle into a nice little cocoon for yourself to dive into. Full circle back to the intention maybe that you set, or the offering or the prayer or the mantra at the beginning of class. And just give it a moment. Coming full circle into that intention, breathe into it or set a new intention. Open mouth, exhale, release. Any last threads of thought, physical energy that are binding you. 2 more breaths, inhale. Open mouth, exhale. One more time, inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Set yourself down and just let yourself be. And slowly begin to remove the blocks out from underneath you. So scoop your knees together. Move the blocks out of the way. Slide your legs out. Any last little movements to fully release. In your own time, in your own way, slowly begin to awaken from your toe tips to your fingertips, from your ankles to your wrists. Arms can sweep up over your head. Walk your heels in. Roll to either side, let gravity pull you. Take your time. Use your bicep below as a pillow. Stack your shoulders, hips, knees, and ankles. Take your top palm in front of your navel as if intentionally to plant a seed through your palm, through your fingertips. Recognize what you may still be carrying with you. Set it down. And use your palm to press as you slowly rise back up to center. Take a comfortable seat and grab your blanket or your block. Elevate. And as we all come back to center, allow for yourself once again to feel rooted through what connects you to the earth, the tops of your feet, maybe your sit bones. Notice the way in which you carry your pelvis all day, if you're slightly tilting it forward or back, finding a more neutral pelvis to carry a little less compression in the low back, using a bit more core strength, working with the natural curvature of your spine, feeling the weight of your head, ears in alignment with the tips of your shoulders rest over your spine. Flip your palms up and take 3 more breaths. Inhale. Open mouth, exhale, ha breath. Again, inhale. Open mouth, exhale, ha breath. Inhale. Linger at the top. And release. Let your palms find one another at your heart center. Bow inward. It is my hope and intention that this flow, working into the shoulders, into the spine and hips, have brought you back into balance, or a little bit more into balance from where you began. So breath by breath, step by step, that's all we can do, is take this one step at a time. From my humble heart to yours, thank you for joining me for this flow. Have a really beautiful rest of your day. My name is Gabrielle. Namaste.